Seems like a key inflection point that you talk about is just the doneness with duality. Reaching a certain point where you just don't want to play that game anymore. How does that show up in people that you work with? And when would somebody know when they're at that point?
I think it's an inner restlessness. Like, okay, so let's play the dual natured game and patriarchal systems or whatever. And it's like, okay, you can work, get lots of money, you can buy a nice home, you can get married, you can have children, you can travel, you can do all that. And you can do all that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But then when you get it all, it's like there's this, psst, there's more. In the silence when you're on your own, there's this, psst, there's more. And eventually, psst, there's more shows up in your life as a vague dissatisfaction, as a vague of, I thought this would make me happy, but it doesn't. See, I was lucky because when I moved to the Vedic understanding and the Indian traditions, the first thing my Indian guru said was, never be dependent on anything outside of yourself for your happiness. Because if you lose it, where are you? If anything external goes, where are you? And all of the holy ones will say the source of infinite happiness lies within you. And it's a byproduct of alignment with true nature. But that's been my experience. Could it be yours? I don't know. What if you change your diet, lighten it up so you've got less digestive energy in that, and that digestive energy can go to higher facility support? What if you start meditating to change the brainwave patterns? What if you start doing yoga to open up the chi channels? What if you choose to engage in not random acts of kindness, but daily acts of kindness to everyone just because you can? What if you choose to spend time in the Mother Nature chi fields and be rebalanced by her energy? These are steps you can do and you go, wow, I feel better, wow. Because if you go back to First Nations people, they will teach you that mountains speak, water speaks, air speaks, earth speaks. What if you just get into silence and you hear the voice of that beautiful inner beingness that's giving you the gift of life, and you start to listen to its guidance, and you know when you're in alignment with its guidance because you get what I call the divine smiles. And the divine smiles is this energy from the heart, and it comes up and it takes over your mouth, and you begin to smile like a Cheshire cat, and you cannot stop smiling no matter how hard you try because your inner beingness goes, you're right where you need to be. Yes. And people get touches of this and they go, I want more, I want more, I want more. And that's that, there is more. But until you're like, if you want to be so mesmerized by duality and it's so, like people get addicted to the emotional drama. Well, when you're no longer addicted to the emotional drama of, oh, what's going on now? Oh, this, and you just go, come on, show me the highest, show me my potential. Let me experience my full potential in this life. But let me do it in a way that is joyous and easy and graceful and beneficial for all sentient life. See, I code for beneficial for all sentient life because when you go from the me to the we, you get more support. And why wouldn't I want to live a life that's beneficial for all sentient life, not just humans? Why can't I walk through this world and be kind to the animal kingdom? Why can't I walk through this world and be kind to the plant kingdom? Because when I became a vegetarian, people said, oh, you know that when you eat a carrot, it screams? Well, now I don't need to take anything and nothing screams. I can be very, it's nice. I like it. Many benefits.
I'm so this coding for all sentient life, and it sounds like there's a specificity when you ask for things and how you would like them to be delivered. And it's funny. It's funny. Just if you don't mind me sharing a story, I'm someone that I think had a lot of that patriarchal conditioning where, yeah, you just don't ask for things. How dare you? And recently, I did have in my inner voice come up in a meditation very clearly. It said, "What do you want?" And I had an exact experience like you described where I was thinking, I could really use a new car. That's just what came up from my head. I was like, show me a new car. And 2 days later, I got in a car accident. My car got totaled, and I just was laughing the whole time because I was like, I created this. And then I called my wife, and she's like, yeah, she's like, you know what? I really want to get, XYZ type of car, which was the exact type of car that I asked for. And actually we're picking it up tomorrow. And so it was just this like incredible experience of like, wow, like you really need to be specific in
You
the way
do.
that you ask for things, or you might get it in a way that is unnecessarily uncomfortable.
You do. Like I always add to coding when we code with people that it all unfold in the perfect way, in the perfect time for you, for your highest good, and with joy and ease and grace. And that's beneficial for all sentient life. I think these are controls. Like you can code AI. I did a lot of work in looking at how we need to code AI. One of the basic codes with AI is that they cannot bring into being anything unless it's beneficial for all sentient life. So keep thinking, keep working, because Asimov's laws are not enough, that no harm for humans, but you can code more. But obviously the coders aren't aware of this. But I spent time in university all night on campus because we didn't have home computers, coding, wrong, coding, wrong, not working, not delivering the outcome. And I learned then that the words are absolutely important because you can code and you get an outcome which could have cost your life, car being totaled, or it could have been, I am asking for the delivery of the perfect car for me, and that it comes in a way that's for my highest good, with joy and ease and grace and blah, 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 blah. Be specific, But a lot of these things is just the universe going, oh, all right, do we have to prove it to you? Here you go. Now learn to code a bit better. Don't you see?
Well, I'm motivated to be a better coder after that experience. That's for sure.
Look, it is, or like you're working with a supreme intelligence, We share the same software as the originating force of creation, and we've got to get it right to deliver what we would like to manifest. And one of the rules is you can code and manifest what you want to a degree, but I like to add another lubrication I call grace. And grace comes in when what you code for, what you're looking for, is an end result that's beneficial for all sentient life. And I go off planet because I code for all sentient life through all realms, not just the earth plane. I want to make sure that anything I am in this originating point of energy transmission is nourishing through all life, through all realms, through all of creation. Because I'm not interested in just what happens on Earth. I'm interested in the frequency transmission of Earth and its influence on the universes and the multiverses. But then I have different training. I'm hooking into training that what I call the higher light science. And my training is in matrix mechanics. And matrix mechanics is the merging of different realms. And how do you align it up? Because if you get a frequency here and another there, it's like blah, 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 like 2 3-dimensional airplanes. If they crash in the sky, big explosion. But you can get a 3rd-dimensional aircraft with a higher frequency field craft, and they'll pass through each other with a little shudder. So the merging of matrices, I would rather have happen. I want to happen smoothly without any negative fallout. So my science is the study of matrix mechanics and the merging of realms. And that means you have your human ego personality self. And that's a construct from culture, from parents, from experiences, from genetics, from belief systems, from the matrix, Keanu Reeves matrix. And you vibrate there. And then you have the yogi game that goes, turn your senses inward, discover the greater part of who you are, become aligned to your pure, already enlightened nature. And its matrix has a different vibratory pattern. So you've got personality matrix and this matrix, and they got to merge. And so you don't want to suffer for your divinity. You want to merge back into that part of you with joy and ease and grace. So there is a science to that, and it's called the science of matrix mechanics, which is part of interdimensional energy field science. I'm writing a book about this at the moment.